TB. Right? This is his digital ID. This is his money. Just let me just say that. Everything is his, man. Right? And he loveth judgments. He says he loveth judgments. So when we may see in the flesh, we see people dropping, right? Like flies. We may have had some recent things what we know about in our families with what happened with the Lucy Juicy. So palsy, we were watching some of that. For those of us that are squeamish, may have touched us in the flesh. But the Most High deleted those people, man. He took them out. However it was, the Lucy Juicy, the wicked's gift is the sword. And when you get into that, with the pharmacy, you've got the needle and all of that, and the snake and all that's all about. That's what it's all representing. So, for the Lord loveth judgments and forsaketh not his saints. These are the things that will be going in around in our minds. Just like when you're sick, you're thinking about what you're going to do to get better. In the spirit, you're gonna that survival instinct's gonna kick in. Pray and continue to pray and get even more into the prayer. They are preserved forever, for the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. So just have that in mind. As you say, this is that time, that frame of mind. I was thinking about the 7 brothers, what they went through. That's in Maccabees. I think it's first Maccabees or second Maccabees. What they went underwent, and the mother had to undergo, seeing the suffering of her sons. Getting in more into them precepts and getting into the reading more, the meditating more, and taking it on board, man. Taking all that frame of mind on board, because it's gonna be like the prophets of old. We opened up with that one. As a matter of fact, there's a precept. Let me just find it. See if I can find that precept in the back of my mind. Is it Jeremiah 6 and 16? I'm gonna pass it back. Jeremiah.
Got precept with you ready as well.
Bring yours out while I'm looking for this.
Isaiah 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and horsemen because they are very strong, for they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, he trusting in he trusting in them horses, man. Meaning the military power and all of that. You up with that, yeah. The Lord ain't dealing with that, man. Again, it's about them allegiances. You pledge allegiance to that system. You're against the Lord. Hold on, wait there. Right off the back of that, let's go to oh my goodness. Let's go to the one. Is it in 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, where it deals with and yet durst fight. They were sore of faith. 13. Yeah. Let's go to that. You trust in the system and the army and that, the military powers, not realizing the military powers you see today. People, you see, through the spirit, we can connect the dots. The army, the navy, the Royal Air Force. What do they call it in America? The Corps Marines. I know niggas that left. They're originally from the States. They came to England to set up a life and went back to America to join the Marines. You got people in the world sending you photos in a uniform looking proud. Like that guy from 300. I want it all. I want the uniform. You want that uniform, right? He got that fucking uniform. Clean shaven with that standing to attention. Not realizing your ass is going to get sent to fight the Lord. Damn. You fucking dickhead. Yeah, I made it.
Sure.
One of the hardest processes in the world, and I overcame, and I'm a part of the Marine Corps.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, sir. All that corny ass shit, man. Y'all niggas, hey, I'm gonna say it straight. That American army's corny, man. Yeah, thank you for your service. But you homeless on the street. Yep. But everyone that sees, thank you for your service. Now that's something that the Lord hates.
Yep.
Let's pull that. A man of war that seeth poverty, man. You got niggas that fight. They was in Afghanistan, Baghdad. You can't say Iraq. You have to say Iraq. Yeah, in Iraq. Iraq. Because them Iraqis get upset. It's not Iraq, it's Iraq. Alright then. However you want to say it. You have the niggas over there in Baghdad, Afghan, Iraq, all of that shit, yeah. And then they go back to America and they're homeless.
That's first blood.
That's bullshit, man. not realizing that y'all, again, reiterating the point, you join them services now, thank you for your service. Your service is to fight the Lord. And you're going to get blasted to powder, man.
Peace out.
Y'all don't understand what's going on, man. And every time we talk about things in a serious mode of urgency, oh, why, you're fear-mongering. You don't need to say it like that. No, we do. Yes, we fucking do. Because you said the same thing about, oh, the government won't do this, and look what they're doing to your asses now. Oh, another one for the conspiracy theorists. You're damn right. Really, it's another one for the Lord. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate, for the mouth of Yahweh have spoken it, man. So we have the vision, we have the urgency, and to everybody else, it's like, well, no, that's a bit much, isn't it? The government's not going to do that.
You're reading too much into it.
Nah, that's a bit much. Nah. Now you got Keir Starmer telling you can't access your fucking funds without IDs. Let's read those.
This is Surah 26 and 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepareth such as one for the sword.
Right, there you go, man. So if you go to war and you come back, you make it back alive to your home country, and
Yeah.
you're meant to be almost like you shouldn't have to work, you shouldn't have to worry about stuff. You basically live off the state. You're meant to live off everybody else, man.
Yeah.
You're meant to have a house, go back to your house, go back to your family. You should want for nothing because you put your life on the line for the environment that is. If even where we are now, imagine all of this was your land and you had to protect everything on this, yeah? And then you come back here and now you fucking, sleeping over there. Like, what's that about? So the Lord said he hates that, man. So how them soldiers be getting done, even over here in the UK? You know them street interviewers. There's enough times I've seen it where they'll interview homeless guys and it's like, yeah, I used to be in the Marine. I used to be in the.
There was for the Gulf War.
What did they call it?
Yeah.
The Navy. The
Royal
one.
Crown.
The Navy. I was in the Navy. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you just get me a meal deal? It went from being in the Navy, fighting for your country and that, to can you get me a meal deal and Lucasade?
Crazy.
Do you know how crazy that is? You got niggas with shell shock. Any loud noise, they're in the corner away because they're traumatized mentally and physically, from being on a battlefield. And, they're talking about, can you get me a Lucasade and a sandwich? See, even Esau, he's wicked to his own. That's crazy. Now let's go to 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter.
Yep. This is 2 Ezra 13 and 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
Right, because somebody look it up on the Google. Who said it? Was it Nixon or someone who said it? If there was an alien force.
Oh yeah.
Reagan. That's
Reagan,
it. Not
yeah.
Nixon.
Do you want to get the quote?
Yeah, get the quote. Get the quote, and then let's read that scripture again.
I've got the quote.
Yeah, go.
Shall I bring now?
Yeah.
This says, quote from Ronald Reagan. It says, "Cannot swords be turned to plowshares? Can we and all nations not live in peace?"
Oh, hold on. See, he must have been reading the Bible then. No, ain't no Reagan coming up with that by himself. Plowshares. He must have read the scriptures.
Yeah.
No, they do read the scriptures, man. So they know what's going on. Because the scriptures speak about it, that in the kingdom, the swords will be turned to plowshares, meaning that the weapons of war will be turned to agricultural farming tools. Because there will be no war in Yahweh's kingdom. Point blank period. So for him to have said that, he's thinking about the kingdom. He's thinking about the future. Now, how do you have the insight to the future? By the prophecies. So that lets you know on the left-hand side, they know what's up.
Yeah.
They know Yahweh is coming back, right? Wasn't it? He's dead now. He just went Prince Philip,
Yeah.
the husband of Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
He is reported that he was fascinated with telescopes
Yeah, right.
and looking up into the sky.
That's right.
And UFO
So cool. Yep.
so-called UFO chasing through the. So we have to understand, if they're even through Esau's media, if they're pushing like, oh, there's a lot of extraterrestrial activity out there, imagine how much they're holding back. Imagine how much they are really seeing. But it only, oh yeah, there's a probe coming towards Earth and this flew by